Why am I coughing?
Are you okay? Do you want a water or a Halls or a new set of lungs? Hey guys, today on the Edgy Veg, we are going to do something very special for Easter. We are going to make a giant Kinder Surprise egg filled with mini Oreo cream eggs. It's the chocolate for the Kinders. And if you're not German like me, Kinder means kids. I'm a Kinder at heart. Subscriber of the week this week is Amadeus because A, awesome screen name, and B, I knew you were looking at my butt. If you want to be subscriber of the week next week, make sure that we see you. Leave a comment, like us on social media. All of the links are in the description box below. The logical step I have to think about first is the chocolate for the giant chocolate egg. I went on Amazon and I got these giant chocolate molds, and then I also got these little chocolate molds. I'll leave a link in the description box below if you want to make this. So I'm going to make 2 large chocolate shells, and for the surprise inside, instead of toys, because I'm trying to be more of a minimalist in my life, shifting from buying things into buying food so I can eat it, I thought that we could fill it with little eggs, and inside the little eggs, fill them up with Oreo cream. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to collect all the chocolate in my house and we're going to melt it down so we have a nice big bowl of melted chocolate. Let's start with the mini chocolate eggs, although they're not really like mini eggs. They're like a normal size egg, but they're smaller than the giant Kinder Surprise egg. So I'm literally just taking a pastry brush and brushing the chocolate on the inside of the mold. So we're going to brush chocolate on the smaller molds, and then we're going to brush chocolate on the larger molds. I'm just going to stick those into the freezer for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to do a second layer. You might have to do 2 to 3 layers depending on how you painted it the first time and how thick your chocolate is. You just want to make sure that you can't see through it at all. So you want a nice thick layer on all of your molds. Now that our chocolate molds are in the freezer, we have to make the cream for the Oreo cream filled egg things. So the first thing we're gonna do is add an entire box of Oreos to the food processor. We're gonna process that up, and I think then we'll get like a creamy filling. Okay, so it's not quite as creamy as I would like it to be, so we're gonna take a second box of Oreos and we're gonna remove all of the cream from the cookies and throw it into the food processor with the other Oreos, and then hopefully that'll be creamy enough. Okay, so that's still not creamy enough. It's fine. I have this coconut condensed milk. I'm gonna add a little bit of that to it, and then hopefully that'll be creamy. Ooh, that's definitely creamy enough. So we're just gonna spoon this cream into the smaller eggs and then put them back into the freezer. There's a lot of putting things in the freezer in this recipe. All right, so those only need about 10 minutes in the freezer, and now we're gonna glue them together. So all you have to do is take the melted chocolate, and we're just gonna hold 2 of the halves together and then paint chocolate around the seam and then press the chocolate with your finger. And if you have kids, this is a really, really fun activity that you can do with your kids, and then they can like lick their fingers, lick the chocolate off their fingers, and it's fun. Do this with all of the eggs and then stick them, back into the freezer until you're ready to go. I also picked up this thing of mini Oreos, and I'm thinking we just put the mini eggs inside the big egg with the Oreos. But instead of just putting them in like chocolate on chocolate on chocolate, let's wrap them first. Remember our taste test last week where we tried those cream eggs? I saved all the foil from those to put them around our eggs. So we're reducing, reusing, and recycling. So we're just gonna add the foil on top of the eggs, use different colors. I'm sure you can find foil on Amazon, but it didn't get to me in time, so I'm just gonna use garbage to cover my eggs. Then just place them inside of this large chocolate shell. And I'm just gonna fill it up with the mini Oreos, and then we're gonna do the same thing that we did with the mini eggs, but with the large egg. This is a lot more difficult. Make sure that the egg is aligned. I messed this up a few times, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's a large egg. It's not gonna be the most beautiful thing, because sometimes DIY looks like you DIY'd it. Put it into the fridge, but don't keep it in there for too long because you don't want the chocolate to oxidize and change color. That happened. The first egg that I did this with, it changed color and it looked gross. But then we just put peanut butter all over it and ate it, and it was still delicious. It just looked weird. So this is what it looks like, guys. It's a giant Kinder egg, because I am a giant Kinder, and this is a giant egg. So giant Kinder plus giant egg equals giant Kinder egg. Following my logic here? Great. So I'm thinking it might be really fun to put this into a bowl and then use like a fork or a hammer to crack it open and then get the surprise together and eat it, obviously. Yeah! Oh my god. Oh, what a waste of chocolate. Okay, I want to try one of these Oreo sugar death cream-filled cookies. Oh my god. Okay. Straight up diabetes. But so good. Guys, if I could give you these, I would throw them through the camera and give them to you, but I can't. So you're just gonna have to make them yourself. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big, huge thumbs up and let me know what spring recipes you guys wanna see by leaving me a comment in the comment section below. Thank you as always to our Patreon supporters for supporting us every single month, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!